Right, let's get right. 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 You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Deala T. And this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me, subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode, and sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come in, get comfortable. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Because you see the title, fam. Woo! Young Dolph trial. Day 2. Let's get into this here.
My name is Angela Arnold, Angela Arnold.
Miss Arnold, are you familiar with
Ruth in the building, I see you, fam. Get comfortable. Lori, you already know what it is. In her, fam. Art of war, what we doing, fam? Get comfortable, my dog Poppy's pad. I always appreciate you pulling up. Get comfortable, fam. We hitting that like button. We subscribe because we about to cook.
Do you know an individual by the name of Hernandez Govan?
I don't know him, but I've seen him.
If you
I
were
know of him.
Okay, but you've seen him before?
Yes.
If you could look around the courtroom and tell us if you see him here today,
Yes.
could you point him out and identify him for the record, please?
For the record, she's identified Mr. Govan in court.
Thank you. Miss Arnold, if you could remove your phone. Thank you. And how are you familiar, or where have you seen Mr. Govan?
A couple of times riding with him years over his house,
Over whose house?
over Govan's house.
Okay. So you and Cornelius Smith would go to Govan's house?
I would ride with him, yes.
Okay. Would you ever go inside?
No,
So how do you know it was Govan's house?
because Cornelius told me.
Did you see Govan outside the home?
Yes,
Okay. Do you know where this home is located?
on Bradley Street,
Okay. What area of town is that?
Orange Mountain.
And on the time that you saw him at the home, did you ever speak to Mr. Govan?
No,
Have you ever spoken to Mr. Govan?
no.
And so did Mr. Smith ever tell you about discussions that he might have had with Mr. Govan?
Yes.
So what did he tell you?
He said, something about a hit
A hit on who?
on Dolph.
So Cornelius Smith told you that he talked about a Dolph hit with Hernandez Govan.
Yes.
Okay. So do you remember when Mr. Smith told you about that conversation?
I can't remember the exact date.
Was it in 2021? Was it hot or cold outside? Do you
I
remember?
was hot outside.
Okay. And so when Mr. Smith told you about that discussion he had with Govan, did he ever tell you about a dollar amount?
He mentioned a dollar amount.
Do you remember what that dollar amount was?
It was between $1 million and 1.5.
Okay. And so this discussion that y'all had, was it before Adolph Horton was killed?
Yeah.
Okay. And so did Mr. Smith ever tell you any specifics about this hit on Dolph?
No.
Okay. Did he tell you when and where they were going to do it?
No.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did Mr. Smith ever have, well, let me back up a little bit. Do you know someone by the name of Anthony Mims or Big Jook?
Yes.
Okay. To your knowledge, did Smith ever have direct contact?
Have you been researching dental implants? Here's the part.
Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We
You could be
cooking.
wearing those temporaries for up to 10 months.
With Big Jook.
No.
So,
Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's act like we understand what's going on here. You know you in here with your boy Deala T and my fam. And this is No Filters. We hitting that like button. We subscribe because we cooking in here. Just so you know. This the girlfriend of one of the suspects that was on camera unaliving Dolph. You understand? So we finna run through the entire situation of day 2, knowing everybody involved. So work with me, stay with me, because I'm gonna run through that thing, and then we're gonna come up to the latest of what's going on right now today and what's happening. So you know what's going on with your boy Deala T, because we in here cooking, because we always gonna inform, understand, to be aware what's going on. Let's get right, family. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let's go.
If he communicated at all with Big Jook, how did he do that?
He said he would talk to Govan, send a message through him, and he would get a message to Jook. And Jook would talk to Govan, and Govan would tell them a message.
Okay. So Govan was the link between Mr. Smith and Big Jook.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to fast forward to November 17th, 2021. Do you know where you were that day?
Yes.
Where were you?
I was at his dad's house before I went home.
Whose dad's house?
Cornelius.
Okay. And was Mr. Smith there as well?
Yes.
How long were y'all there for?
If I had left, I can't remember.
When did you leave?
It was, I can't remember the time, but I know I had left and went home.
Did you leave alone?
Yes.
So Mr. Smith wasn't with you?
I had took him to work.
Okay. You took Cornelius Smith to work?
No,
Who did you take to work?
his dad.
Okay. And so when you left the house that day, was Cornelius Smith still at the house? Okay. Did you see him leave the house?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Do you remember him getting any calls that morning before you left his dad's house?
He got a phone call.
Okay. So Cornelius Smith got a phone call before you left.
Yes.
Do you happen to know who that call was from?
They need Love Savvy TV in the
Do you
building.
recall anyone coming to the house before you left?
I saw a car pulled up, but I can't tell you who was in it.
Okay. What kind of car was it?
It was a white car.
Do you know the make or the model of the car?
No, I don't.
Was it a truck? Was it a sedan?
It was a car. It wasn't an SUV.
Okay. And you said you don't know the other person in the car?
I don't.
Okay. Did you see Mr. Smith get into the car at all?
No, I had pulled off.
Okay. And where exactly did this person pull up to? Was it right in front of Cornelius's?
It was across the street.
Okay. Do you know if that car was there for Cornelius Smith?
I really don't.
Okay. And so I want to go to later on that day, November 17th, 2021. Did Cornelius Smith contact you later that day?
Yes.
Okay. How did he contact you? Did he call you?
He called me.
Okay. Did he call you from his usual phone number?
Mm-mm. I
Okay.
didn't recognize the number.
Okay. And so he called you, and what did he say to you?
Told me to come pick him up
From where?
to Line Apartments.
Okay. Have you ever been to Two Lane Apartments before?
No, I had.
Okay. So he told you where he was. Did you go and pick him up?
Yes.
And when you picked him up, what kind of car were you driving?
My car.
Yeah.
I had a Chevy Trax.
What color was it?
Like a dark gray.
I'm going to show you what has been previously marked as Exhibit 6, the video. Does that car look familiar?
Yes.
Is that your car?
Yes.
And who were you waiting on at that point?
Cornelius.
And who's that walking out right there?
This Cornelius with a bag in his hand.
Is Cornelius in the black?
Yes.
Okay. And at that point, is he walking towards your car?
Yes.
Okay. If I show you a screenshot of some surveillance footage from that same time and that same place, could you recognize it?
Yes or no?
Yes.
I need for you to say it before.
top left corner of that picture, right on the edge, do you see Cornelia Smith?
Yes,
Okay, and do you see your car?
yes.
Your Honor, would ask this photo be entered as the next number exhibit?
No judgment.
Guys, the new puzzle game Royal Kingdom just launched. And I figured we're all gonna be playing it a lot, so I'm here to answer any.
So this is a photo of a parking lot, several cars in the lot, apartment complexes around the picture, in the edge of the picture. And on the very left edge of the picture is who has been identified as Cornelia Smith with the back. We'll mark this as exhibit 7. This chart.
Your Honor, may I have permission to publish in the jury? So Ms. Arnold, I'm actually going to give you this pointer. And this very first button, if you could use it to kind of circle where Cornelia Smith is and where your car is. The very first button, the top one.
You might not be able to do it through the screen. If you want to step down, step right there and see if you can point it. Be careful. When is the phone work? It should be now.
That's the top one.
You have to ask them. Miss, and you see if it's working, give it back to me.
Yeah.
Where is it? This chart.
Yep.
There it is. This
You
one.
just have to hold it. Okay, so that person right there, that's Cornelia Smith.
Yes,
And the car next to him, is that your car?
yes.
Okay. You can see it. Thank you. So, Mr. Smith, he got in your car, correct?
Yes,
Okay. When he got into your car, did he talk to you at all?
yes.
What did he tell you?
He been hit
So he got shot? Okay, do you know where he got shot at?
in the shoulders.
Did he tell you how he got shot?
Yeah.
So how did he tell you he got shot?
He said he got shot when they went up there in Makita's cookies, and he said they were shooting at Dolph, and when he got back to the car, someone shot back at them, and he got shot in the shoulder.
Okay. Did he tell you anything else about that incident? Did he ever tell you why he didn't call you from his own number?
He said that he put his phone in the car,
In which car?
the Mercedes.
Okay. Did he tell you where the car was?
No, he didn't say who it was.
Okay. Well, did he try to get his phone back?
Yes.
How do you know that?
He told me we need to go up there and get his phone out the car, and he got in touch with Govan, and we went up the pressure wire.
Okay. So he got in touch with Govan. Did he use your phone to do that?
I can't remember.
Okay. So one way or another, he got in touch with Govan.
Yes.
Okay. And when y'all left Two Lane Apartments, where did y'all go?
It's a pressure wire.
Did y'all immediately go to Pressure World, or did y'all make a stop beforehand?
When we stopped at the gas station across the street, he got him a cigarette.
Okay, so after y'all left the
Sorry, didn't see you there. I was checking my Acorns account. Decided to start investing $500 a month. Hi, Ms. Owner, my name is Manny Aurora. I'm the lawyer for Mr. Govan in this case, okay?
Okay.
It's clear you don't want to be here today, do you?
No, I don't.
All right. Speaking of talking to folks, how many times have you talked to the government before today, being the prosecutors?
The police?
The police or the prosecutors here today?
I talked to the police. I came down here 201. I talked to the police twice.
Okay.
And I talked to those ladies once
When was that?
last week.
Okay. Could it have been twice if they came by your house last week?
I wasn't there.
Okay. Did you talk to them this morning?
Yes.
Right. Did you watch any of this trial on TV yesterday?
Not much of it.
All right, but you watched some of it, the trial, so you heard what the
I
witnesses...
saw the beginning of it.
Did you see your boyfriend's testimony? None of it.
Yes or no?
No.
Why not?
I just couldn't watch it.
Okay. But you watched some of the trial yesterday before you testified. You testified
Just
here
the
today.
beginning of it.
Okay. Do you remember back on June 24th of 2025, your daughter had a baby, right?
Yes.
All right, you remember I came by your house to try to talk to you, and I came back the next day to talk to you, and you mentioned to me that you don't remember anything about this, and you have nothing to say. You remember that?
I didn't talk to you.
Okay, so on June 24th, when you had your daughter, you know I came by your house, right? Do you remember that?
I didn't never see you.
Okay. With regards to Cornelius, you've been dating him since 2016.
Yes.
All right. And you talk to him regularly.
Yes.
You still talk to him since he's been locked up.
Yes.
All right. You go visit him.
Well, I can't personally go visit him.
Okay.
They do a video visit.
Okay. So let me rephrase. You talk to him on the phone and you video visit with
Yes.
him. Does Mr. Cornelius ever call you on a cell phone from the prison? Okay. So it's always a recorded line?
Yes.
Okay. The video visits, though, those are you guys. All right. How many times do you think you visited him in the last 4 years since he got arrested?
Since he been, for this case,
For this case, without bond, he's been pending trial.
well, when he was down here at 201, I used to come down here and visit him.
Okay. And with regards to what you testified to here today, I mean, everything's essentially what Cornelius has told you, right? You're just repeating what he said to you.
Yes.
Okay. So, this thing about pressure world, well, let's take it one step at a time. Do you know who Bobby Carter is?
A friend of his.
All right. Did Cornelius ever tell you about doing a shooting with Bobby Carter in the summer of 2021, a few months before Dolph was killed?
No.
All right. Did he ever tell you doing any type of shooting or trying to shoot somebody named Moochie Gray?
No.
All right. But Bobby Carter's a friend of his, right?
Yes.
And Bobby Carter also lives on Bradley Street, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you know Bobby Carter?
I've seen him.
All right. And with regards to Mr. Govan, how long have Cornelius and Mr. Govan been hanging out? It's been a while, right?
Yes.
All right. So by a while, I mean, they've known each other for a long time.
I would say.
Okay. So you're not talking about a couple weeks or a month. He's known him for a while. He buys his pills from him. He hangs out at Bradley, right?
Yes.
All right. So I just want to make sure my definition of a while is the same as yours. So if I said I just met somebody a couple of weeks ago, that wouldn't be accurate. He's known Mr. Govan for a while.
From my knowledge, for some months.
Okay. And he would then go do pill sales with him. He'd go buy pills at his house.
Yes.
But he'd also buy pills from Bobby Carter.
I'm not sure.
When you talked to the police, do you remember telling them that Cornelius would buy pills from a street called Redbud on Redbud Street?
Yes.
Okay. Who lives on Redbud Street?
I don't know the guy's name, but somebody he know and buy pills from.
Okay. Did Cornelius ever tell you that Mr. Govan is a federal snitch?
He said he heard something like that.
All right. Was that before or after the shooting of Mr. Dolph?
After.
Okay. With regards to the pressure world, you familiar with pressure world?
Yeah, it's a, yeah,
You've been there a bunch, you recognize it?
I've been there a bunch.
How many times you been there?
I don't never go there, I drive by there.
Okay, would you recognize it if I showed you some pictures of it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hand you about 10 or 12 pages. If you could just look through it and tell me if this is the pressure world that you recognize. And that's what pressure world looked like on that day on the 17th when you guys went there to meet Govan to pick up the phone, right?
Yeah.
It's true and accurate of how you remember it looking back in November of 2017?
Yeah.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm gonna ask to publish those. I don't know if it's 12 or 15 photos, I can count it, but I'd like to offer that in evidence.
Are we entering
Yes.
into evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objection?
No objection, ma'am.
Do we know when these pictures are taken?
Well, I just asked her, is there true and accurate copies of what it is, and she said yes, so it doesn't matter.
She says that's what they look like at the time, that she went by there with Mr. Smith. I'm gonna take that little sticky off.
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry, it just says original, so I don't get the copies mixed up.
So these are, so are all of these necessary?
Yes, Your Honor. I actually do have a point.
Let's get right up in here so you know you in here with your boy Deala T and my fam and no filters. Hit that like button, subscribe, cause we cooking in here. Just like I said to reiterate earlier, that this person right here that's on the stand, this the girlfriend of one of them guys that was in that tape, that scene that was shooting that Dolph. That's what this is. And right now, the first part of that you heard, prosecutors. And then the second part you heard cross-examination right now of this guy right here asking her questions about prior shootings that her boyfriend had to do with. And she's sitting on the stand, as you can hear. Like, her memory is just amazing. She knows everything. She's running it back, running it forth. But the moment he asked her, you remember on such and such date sitting down with me having a conversation? She like, I don't remember talking to you. I don't remember. See, that's the problem. Talking too much. What's the point of you doing all that talking, but then all of a sudden you don't remember nobody? Your memory look amazing. That's what that is. But then all of a sudden he asks you, you don't remember talking to me? But you remember miscellaneous stuff from everything else. How you don't remember talking to no lawyer that got something to do with your life on the line? I wait. See, you sitting there, see, one day, guys, black, young guys on the stand talking articulate, acting like they smart and all of this, ain't never even ever said yes, sir, in their life, but they on the stand saying yes, sir, to a stranger. Just like she on the stand letting you know that she got the best memory in the world. But how all of a sudden you don't remember this man that got your life in his hands? You a lie? If that's the case, you need to shut it up. You better shut up in here, sitting on the stand just talking and running your mouth, but all of a sudden you don't know nobody. But you know everybody else, but the person that can get you locked up. So this the game plan they came up with, fam? They gonna sit there and just blame everything on Govan and say that they knew they was going to shoot Young Dolph, but it's his fault, or he orchestrated everybody, and she just gonna keep saying that so that man gonna get light work. Stupid, you finna be accessory. Is you dumb? What you thought you was doing? Helping? What? like, button, subscribe, fam. We cooking in here. See, this the reason why you need to shut it up. Because now you're talking so dang on much. They like, okay, well, let's just keep her talking. See, this is what they do in court. You probably want to pay attention, stupid. Pay attention. Because this is what they do to you in court. So they ask you all these questions to get a main foundation of knowing the truth and you just telling the truth. They're going to ask you, you like hamburger? Oh, okay. You play pool? Oh, okay. You take care of your kids? Oh, okay. Did you shoot Young Dolph? Now they're going to look at your body language. Or they might be like, oh, so where was you on the day of such and such and such and such time? You said all them yeses to everything, but now your body language different, your eyes different, the way you talk hesitant. They know it was you, stupid, because look how you talking. They don't need no headline or no camera. They ain't got to do nothing but ask you. And your girlfriend over there singing along, just running her mouth. She need to be as much as possible. Somebody should have just walked up while she on the stand like, you stupid mother. What is you doing? Because if y'all got kids, now you stupid finna be done. Your boyfriend, your baby daddy done, and now you done, and now your kids going to some strangers that's done. Because you singing like a choir on the stand. Stupid. Somebody take something and smack us. What? Who told you to start singing on the stand? Because now you going to get him time that he already getting from being on the camera, alleged. And now they finna be missing you in the house. Because now you can't take care of your kid because you on the stand singing, trying to take care of him, and you burying him. And now you're burying yourself. Stupid. What they call it, accessory, fam? Tell me what it ain't it accessory or assistant is something. You something to the fact. Stupid. They asking her about other stuff the boy done did last year, year before last. She know all that. Walk through it, can tell you every detail on detail. But all of a sudden you don't know what happened to the most famous man in Memphis. You better smack yourself. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking in here. Boy, she what? Because who you helping? Ooh, you better hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking. We gonna keep it moving, and you about to know the next situation. Stick with me, fam. Hit that like button, subscribe. You know you heard your boy Deala T. And no filters. Let's go. Goofy.
Now, these aren't all the pressure work. So look at the last four.
The last 3 are pressure rollers, just close-ups, but the other one is a business across the street, so I can pull that one.
It's 3 pictures.
And 4 ones. That's supposed to close up, right?
You don't approach 3.
Introducing our cutting-edge Smart Zoom reading glasses, co-developed by NASA engineers.
Yeah, I understand. So that's the opening, right, where you get in where it says pressure roll?
Yes.
So I'm going to hand you the photos so you can go through them closely because it's hard to see. But, over here, that's a pressure roll. I know it's a little hard to see. And so I've got lots of angles of all the different cameras that I'm going to ask you. You see those in the photos at pressure roll. You see that, right?
At the top,
Yes, ma'am.
you can't make it out, it look like again.
Okay, let's go to the next slide. All right, just a different angle of the entrance from pressure roll, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Next slide. And you see the sign right at the entrance pressure roll that says this place is under video monitoring. Beware, warning, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the next slide. Do you see that camera? Can you make it bigger, please? You see that camera on the top right there?
Yes.
Okay, and you recognize this, there's a big mural on pressure roll right there, home of the Grizzlies. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Zoom in on this one. And so this is sort of the side of the business. You see the black camera there, and the light camera thing, whatever that is, and then another white camera right there. Do you see that?
Yes.
Okay. You guys were parked on the side, right?
It look like in the front.
Oh, in the front, okay. But the gentleman went to the side to talk or something, you said, go bang.
Well, I put in, I turned around, I was facing the street. He got out and he walked to the back to talk to him.
Right, you mentioned that you didn't know if you thought Govan was in the car, but you couldn't see anything, right?
Burn in the building, I see you, fam. You know what it is.
When he got out, I was looking in my mirrors, he got out of a car.
Okay, all right. Next slide, please. So, on the side, there's two more cameras. I don't think I'm the one's the camera, I can't tell, but there's two more cameras there. Do you see that?
Well, this
I think my...
So what he doing right now, fam, is just trying to let her know, like, do you see that there's cameras at this place that y'all chose to be at and act up in? And she like, yeah, I see him. He like, okay, yeah. So just so you know, yeah, because this right here painting the picture that y'all are done. You through. Cameras everywhere, and you sitting there gonna go do what you gonna do and don't act like y'all know that that's happening. They trying to act like, oh, manslaughter or homicide. It's a difference. Tell me what's the difference, fam. Let me know, FAM in the building. Tell me what's the difference between manslaughter and homicide. Because that's what they doing here. Let's keep the party going. Next, I'm about to bring to you the Memphis cop testifies about Young Dolph murder investigation. Let's go, fam.
Where on Providence on Street?
I do.
Hit that like button, subscribe, we cook.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you state your first and last name for the record?
First name is Terrence, T-E-R-E-N-C-E. Last name Dabney, D-A-B-N-E-Y.
And for the benefit of our viewers who may be taking notes, could you spell your first and last name?
T-E-R-E-N-C-E. Dabney, D-A-B-N-E-Y.
I'm sorry, I probably missed it the first time I spoke. But it couldn't hurt for them to hear it. All right, and where are you employed?
I'm retired.
Retired. Where are you retired from?
I'm retired from the Memphis Police Department.
And how long were you with the Memphis Police Department?
I was with the police department for 26 years.
And what rank did you attain when you left the Memphis Police?
I was a sergeant.
So sergeant there. Were you with the Memphis Police Department back on November the 17th, 2021?
I was.
And did you participate or have a role in the investigation involving the homicide of a Lockdoor children?
I did.
And what was your role in that?
I was the lead investigator of that homicide.
As a lead investigator, what does a lead investigator do?
Well, we sort of delegate with other investigators, delegate roles. We also gather evidence, fact findings, videos, whatever we do to obtain evidence for the case.
Hit that like button, subscribe, fam, we cooking.
There were several suspects in this matter, were they not?
They were.
Did you also become involved in the investigation involving Justin Johnson,
I did.
Cornelius Smith,
I did.
and also Hernandez Govan?
I did.
So the homicide, when did that take place?
November 17th,
Of 2021. is that
2021, correct.
correct? Did you have a suspect on that day?
We had
Thomas in the
we
building.
had-
I see you, Melody. What's up, Alex? I see you, Verna.
What suspects? We're having a hard time this morning. What suspects did you have on that day?
The tip came in that there was a individual by the name of Straight Drop, Justin Johnson, and Cornelius Smith.
On November the 20th, so a few days after this matter, was there significant development in the case?
But we got a tip about a vehicle.
Shout out to Mona with the $5 donation in the Cash App pin at the top. You know what it is, it's love.
Hank, forgot the
The
name.
name Bradley?
Bradley, yes, right off the name, yes, Bradley,
Bradley and Haynes.
yes.
I'd like to show you what is matter that you have collected.
So this officer right here was the officer that was involved with it when he first got the call. You understand? The officer that got the call about the situation, which happened November 17th. And let me just say this real quick, because I had a month. I know what I was thinking. When you go back and look at my Lil Durk King Von situation, setup situation, go back, go to the channel, no filters, your boy Deala T. In there, they talked about how Cardi B and Offset in them was glorifying that somebody was finna get hit, okay? Also, they said that the daddy said that they had paid the man to shoot King Von in April, but he wasn't supposed to shoot him till November. When that happened, they talked about rituals happening to young black rappers in November, passing. And I just heard him say that Young Dolph passing was in November. Now, get your eyes on and get your ears on and put your hat on with your brain. And as we sit here and tackle and cook these people, open up your ears. Because if it walk like a duck and if it quack like a duck, you know what it is, fam. And me here in November is further letting me know that there's something going on there, fam. Now you got to start looking at November. You understand me? Get some eyes on it. Hey, I just put a bomb in there. Hit that like button, subscribe, because we cooking it here. You know you heard it here with Deala T and no filters. Keep your eyes on November. Besides the fact that it's a real G birthday month, November rappers are falling. Something's going on. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cook it. You see the Cash App pinned at the top of the donation in the chat. You see the super chat. All love, family. I appreciate you. Let's go.
This would be the location we located the
Child of the Most High God in the building.
the beer.
You recall what vehicle?
Stephanie M in the building.
It was a
Jewel Santana, what's up with you?
Mercedes, I think. Yeah, Mercedes.
All right, if we could have that evidence as the next number, please.
No objection.
This is a photograph of a house, a white house with black roof, with a grassy front yard and a driveway. It's been identified by the witness is the place where they found the Mercedes. Will mark this as exhibit 9.
Could you, for the benefit of our viewers, describe what we're looking at here?
This one is the,
No, I'm sorry, on the screen.
oh, I'm sorry. You want me to describe this?
Yes.
Okay, that's, White House. It's kind of cream color when I was there. It's kind of White House with a brown top with, cover over the front porch with wrought iron gate and a driveway to the left there.
And is this the house that you described that had, that you found the car on record?
That's correct.
You have another photograph for you, the first one that you're looking at. What are you looking at?
Looking at the numbers that are wrote, flexing one hand, it's handwritten on the side of the house.
And is that a fair and accurate depiction of the numbers as they were written on the house on the date?
Yes, 1174.
Your Honor, we could have the evidence links. While we're working on that. You have another photograph in front of you.
Yes.
What are you looking at there?
Looking at the car that was located, it was toward the rear of the house on the side in the backyard. Or the rear of the home.
And does that photograph depict anything else?
Takes the photo of the Mercedes-Benz.
Your Honor, if we could enter that into evidence as to this number.
This is a picture of the side of the house with the back of what's been identified as the Mercedes-Benz and the back of the house. There are 2 individuals.
Tell us what we're.
Yep. Mercedes-Benz is parked in the backyard, appears to be under some tree or limbs.
We can have the evidence links.
Nikki Love in the building, you already know what it is. Get comfortable, fam.
This is what's been described as a close-up of the Mercedes-Benz in the backyard among some limbs and trees. We'll mark this in exhibit 12.
Yeah, about 2 more.
Yes, 2 more.
Could you describe the next photograph?
Next photo is a close-up of the front of the Mercedes-Benz front, maybe the passenger side, again parked up under some bush.
We could have it in the next number to see.
This is a close-up of the front of what's been described as the Mercedes in the backyard amongst some limbs. We'll mark this as exhibit 13.
Close-up.
Exhibit number 11. Sergeant Dabney, could you explain to us what we're looking at here?
We're looking at the home at 1174. And this is a driveway on the left side of the house. And the Mercedes-Benz is in the rear of the house on the grass, surrounded by tree limbs. And we have 2 investigators, or 2 individuals, standing near the rear passenger side of the vehicle.
And that's the vehicle with the red dot that you're referring to.
Correct.
I'd like to show you what is exhibit number 12.
abundance of tree limbs in the rear of the home.
Let's hear from the defense.
I make Get smile every day. Oh yeah, you get a military discount. Thank you for your service. Most of the time.
Let's hear from the defense. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking.
All right. I appreciate your years of service, and I'm glad you're here so we can talk. I guess they've been asking you about these cameras and things like that. Let's just tell it how it is. Nobody during this investigation ever went to Pressure World to check about the cameras, right?
No.
Nobody in this investigation ever went to AutoZone to check if the cameras were there.
No.
Nobody went to the AutoZone that Cornelius Smith said he went to buy a car cover to see if there's a receipt or some surveillance or something like that inside the AutoZone, right?
No.
Okay. Those are things that will be important to try to corroborate a witness who obviously is the shooter in this case, to make sure he's not lying to you, right?
Yes.
And when people get caught, they generally lie to police. Is that uncommon?
Sometimes.
All right. Do people lie to get out of trouble?
Sometimes, yes.
Do people lie to cut deals?
Sometimes, yes.
Also, with regards to the area around Pressure World, it's a pretty busy area, right?
It is.
And you know there's those little MPD city cameras up and down that street, right?
Okay.
All right. And if you don't know, you don't know, but there are those, that's an MPD camera right on the post.
Could be. We have neighborhoods that run their own, but it could be.
Okay, but that looks like a typical police camera that neighborhoods have or the streets have.
Yes, sir, it does.
All right, and you know for a fact that in front of the Pressure World area, it's a busy thoroughfare, there's these cameras.
I didn't know.
Okay, and then behind the Pressure World in the neighborhoods, there's some of these cameras.
Okay.
Does that look like a camera that you were familiar with?
Yes.
In place of neighborhood? All right, I'm going to offer that as the next exhibit, Your Honor. Just as the description of what a city camera looks like.
Any objection? So, do we know where this is? Do you have a location?
Yes, it's at Pressure World by the street, but he wasn't sure, so I'm not going to put words in his mouth.
So this is a picture of what's been described as what could be a city camera on a whole new mark. This is exhibit 16.
And these cameras are sort of all over the city on busy thoroughfares and stuff like that.
They are.
All right. Could I publish it, Your Honor? Sure. I'll do it the old-fashioned way, so I don't have it. I'm just going to walk. Is that all right?
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, so this is what the typical MPD cameras sort of look like.
Well, excuse me, just publish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No commentary. If you have more questions for the witness, that's
I was asking a question all week. And so you all use these types of cameras to help solve crimes. That's sort of the whole point, right?
To gather evidence, yes.
Okay. Good. I guess the biggest question that I've had that I've been asking people throughout this trial is, if you believe Mr. Cornelius and you believe what he told his girlfriend,
Your Honor, Judge, think he's inserted what previously was said.
approach.
Cause right now, hit that like button, subscribe. They all had to
Show
approach
your
the
daughter
branch.
how much you love her with this beautiful gift. It says,
They all had to approach the bench. They all trying to figure out the situation right now. Let me give you moments before that she asked them to approach.
Judge, think he's concerning what previously said.
Approach areas and we believe what he told his girlfriend.
Your Honor, Judge, think he's concerning what previously said.
I guess the biggest question that I've had that I've been asking people throughout this trial is, if you believe Mr. Cornelius and you believe what he told his girlfriend.
Your Honor, Judge, think he's concerning what previously said.
Approach. Your report, you guys said if Cornelius Smith and Angela Arnold had repeatedly told you all that Jook was the one that was calling the shots, I think even in your report you guys said Jook's the mastermind. That would cause you to go interview Jook because that's an important piece of information, right?
Doing the investigation, yes.
All right. But as a lead detective, at no point during the investigation did we attempt to talk to Jook.
We hadn't made it that far, no.
We hadn't made it that far. Okay, it's been 4 years, and we know Jook died 2.5 years after the case. We know everybody had already been indicted within a few months of the arrest taking place. But we never went to talk to Jook, even after Cornelius and Angela repeatedly said he was the mastermind. I think that's the phrase you guys used in your Operation Cookie Monster slideshow, right?
But I am going to object to this question is it relevant?
Of course it's relevant. He's a suspect. The reason I ask is, these people have come in here and testified and said they're telling the truth. So if those people, they've testified that they're telling the truth. They talked about Mr. Govan here, they talked about Jook, and we can quibble about who's in charge or whose house or who whatever. But clearly, Jook was a suspect in this case.
Yes.
But he was never followed up with at all by Memphis Police Department at any point in this investigation.
Let's get right up in here. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking. They want to put it on Jook. See, Jook, we all know Jook is Yo Gotti brother. That man passed away. And funny how he passed away and his other people repassed. Passed away and his other people repassed. And then what else is funny is that another one is Yo Gotti artist, Lil Migo, one of his people just passed away. Because he knows something. See, situations like this, they get to getting the broom out and get to sweeping up after themselves. Let me say that again for the people in the back that don't understand it. You better shut up when it's time to shut up. Because now they got the broom and they sweeping up after themselves. And it's easy to put it on Jook. He gone. But if Jook gone, somebody had to put the plans together with Jook. So it ain't that easy to just say, oh, the man gone, so we just gonna pin it on him. What's really messed up is who got rid of Jook. Because there's multiple reasons for multiple people to get at him. He knew a lot of stuff and he was a loose end as well. Verna said, Gotti, let's get right up in here. Let me know where you're from in the building, FAM, and let me know what you think. Who got at Jook? I agree with Verna. She said, Gotti. That's a real thing. Sad part about it is the money, the root, the love of the money is the root of evil. The love of it. And then on their level, millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, zillionaire, cajillionaire. Or they'll move their own blood out the way to remain in power. Because no one is able to do any of these things by themselves. They got to use somebody to do it with them. So you need to understand that you never want to be an accessory or an innocent bystander. Because at the end of the day, to be that, you're nothing. You can be moved out the way. Easy. Because of the value of what you know. You better stop acting like you know everything. You better stop wanting to know everything. Because you might know something that can jeopardize your life without you not even being the person of interest that it is about. It's just the fact that you know that's put your feet in a bad position or that puts you underwater just because you know. You ain't even got to say nothing out your mouth. The fact that you know, that does so much more to eat you up because you know. Hit that like, button, subscribe, family. Do you really want to know? Is it better not to know? That man probably will still be living today if he ain't know what he knew. That like, button, subscribe, family. Let's go.
Got it 2.5 years later. Okay. One second.
Okay, so they done questioning the police officer at the time that was actually hired, but now he's retired, so they had to question him. Let's keep it moving. We moving right on to the defense to understand that the forensic cop had to get the Young Dolph killer. Let's see what the forensic cop got going on. Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cooking!
Burger adds up. Because you can pick 2 medium, 2...
Right here, sir. Raise your right hand facing yard.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Could you state your full name for the record?
My name is Michael Garn, Michael Garneder.
And where are you currently employed?
Currently employed with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, TBI.
And what's your position?
I'm a special agent.
So how long have you been working for TBI?
13 months.
And just for the jury, what is TBI?
TBI is the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. We're the, top, investigative agency in the state. So if any other agency, Sheriff's Department or Police Department, requires any assistance with any kind of investigation, they call upon the Bureau for assistance.
Prior to working at TBI, where were you?
I was a detective with the City of Memphis Police Department.
Okay. And how long have you been in that position?
I was with the police department for 20 years before I retired.
Was there a special unit or division you were assigned to?
My last assignment was the Digital Forensics Unit. I was a detective in that unit.
And as a part of your job duties, did you often look at cell phones?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get data from cell phones?
Yes, ma'am.
So how would you get data from cell phones?
So the process is similar with the TBI and with the Memphis Police Department. We have hardware and software that is designed to take the machine language from the phone, because it's a computer, and remove that data from that device in a forensically sound method. And then we use software to then decode that from a machine language to a human readable language. And we use products like Celebrite and Gray Key to both extract and decode and parse that data.
Okay. So the cell phones that you look at, are those cell phones usually a part of some sort of investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recall looking at cell phones related to the investigation on the Adolph Horton homicide?
Yes, ma'am.
And the phones that were that you looked at for this particular case, I'm gonna go through them one by one, but do you recall looking at an LG phone?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you recall that number having a phone number ending, do you recall that device having a phone number ending in 0185?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recall looking at an iPhone 11?
Yes, ma'am.
And did one of those devices have a phone number ending in 1625?
Yes. The iPhone 11, yes, ma'am.
And did you happen to have another iPhone 11?
Had an iPhone 11 Pro
Okay.
that I also examined.
Did that device have a phone number ending in 2767?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you also have a Samsung Galaxy?
Yes, ma'am.
And were there multiple numbers affiliated with that phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are one of those numbers 3786?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that other number 6236?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you extracted data from each of those devices,
Yes, ma'am.
the physical devices?
I did.
Okay. And you talked earlier about using a software called Celebrate.
Yes, ma'am.
So when you extracted data from those particular phones in this investigation, did you use Celebrate to decode the data?
I did. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And did you happen to analyze that data?
No, ma'am, I did not.
Okay. Do you happen to know who analyzed that data?
Once I parsed the data, I created a report. That data was then given to Sergeant Dabney and Sergeant Brown.
Okay. I'm going to show you 5 flash drives. Do you happen to know what those flash drives are?
These flash drives contain CDRs and phone extraction reports that I generated.
Okay. And have you seen those flash drives before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How do you know that you've seen them before?
I opened each flash drive and examined the data that was on them just to make sure that what was written on the envelope was actually contained on the flash drive right outside about 30 minutes ago.
Did you happen to write anything on the envelopes?
I put my initials on each envelope after I opened the drive and examined what was on them. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in your evaluation of the contents of those flash drives, do you happen to know whose numbers are affiliated with each number?
Yes, ma'am. The Justin Johnson extraction that I have right here is the telephone number ending in 1625. And that contains the phone and the CDRs that were done on that. This envelope here says Cornelius on it. It's Cornelius Smith. It's the phone dump and CDRs for phone number ending in 6236. Cornelius Smith's phone had 2 numbers associated with it. This is the CDR for the phone number ending in 3786. So that's just the CDRs only on that one. This is Anthony Mims' iPhone extraction and the CDRs for phone number ending in 2767. And Angela Arnold, LG extraction and CDRs for phone number ending in 0185.
Hit that like button, subscribe, family. We cooking. You ain't lying. Life insurance on this life.
And just for the jury's clarification, could you explain what is a CDR?
So a CDR is an acronym for Caller Detail Records. So a phone has all the calls that you made, but it's user accessible. So you can go in and delete calls and things like that.
Right now is a moment where you want to come close and open up your ears. This is a moment for people out there that's still playing in the streets and don't know the law or don't know how they operate. You might want to open up your ears, boy or girl, because this man is about to explain to you how they taking y'all phones and using them against you. So while you over there getting all this and doing all that and talking all that talk, oh, my bad. They using your phone against you, fam. So this forensic special agent is about to break down how that works. So if you like me and don't know something, I start listening. Yeah, because I want to know. If I don't know, I want to know. I'm going to ask, or I'm going to overhear it, and I'm going to just start listening. So this is one of the moments where you can learn you something right now in the system that you and I live in, that our kids will be a part of, on how they justify the system and use the system and justice together. Hit that like button, subscribe right now. Open up your ears, because we're here to inform, understand, and be aware. Learn something right now. Check it out.
The CDR for ending in 0185.
He just named everybody phone he got.
And just for the jury's clarification, could you explain what is a CDR?
So a CDR is an acronym for Call of Detail Records. So a phone.
CDR is an acronym for Call Detail Records. CDR, Call Detail Records. That's what he said. That's what they got going. Follow me.
All the calls that you.
And just for the jury's clarification, could you explain what is a CDR?
So a CDR is an acronym for Call of Detail Records. So a phone has all the calls that you made, but it's user accessible. So you can go in and delete calls and things like that. A CDR is from the carrier, the Call Detail Records. So if you have an AT&T phone number, law enforcement can submit paperwork to AT&T to get the call detail records. And we use these in forensics to kind of verify and validate what we find on the phone. And it can also show sometimes if data was deleted from the phone, the user cannot access the CDRs, the call detail records. So if we see calls that are missing, it will show up in the CDRs. So we just use the CDRs to validate and marry up with the phone data. And we get that from the carriers, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile.
Your Honor, we'd like to enter all 5 of those flash drives as the next number exhibits.
No objection. Hi there, Agent Dabney. My name is Manny Aurora. We met earlier today, I think.
Yes, sir.
Garner, I'm sorry. It says hold Justin here.
This the defense.
With regards to my understanding of cell phones, if you could just sort of dumb it down for me.
Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. We cooking it here. What you doing?
Call data records?
Call detail.
Call detail records.
Yes, sir.
And so that tells you what phone calls were made, when they were made, stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And it also gives you like GPS coordinates of approximately which tower would have been used to make that call.
The GPS that are in the records relate to the tower.
Your Honor, we'd like to enter all 5 of those flash drives as the next number exhibits.
No objection. Hi there, Agent Dabney. My name is Manny Aurora. We met earlier today, I think.
Yes, sir.
Garner, I'm sorry. It says hold Justin here. With regards to my understanding of cell phones, if you could just sort of dumb it down for me.
Yes, sir.
CDRs, call data records?
Call detail.
Call detail records.
Yes, sir.
And so that tells you what phone calls were made, when they were made, stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And it also gives you like GPS coordinates of approximately which tower would have been used to make that call.
The GPS that are in the records relate to the tower location.
Right.
So, yes, sir.
Okay. So you would agree that the tower locations aren't 100% accurate. It's just there could be a tower 10 feet from me, but if it's full, it's going to kick me down half a mile or whatever it might be.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with the call detail record, you can see who called whom,
Yes, sir.
incoming, outgoing, and there is information as to which tower it would have been used. It doesn't put you there necessarily, but relatively close, right?
Just the device connected to that tower. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you were asked to sort of do the location from the CDRs for just 2 different phones as part of your investigation, right?
That's correct, sir.
And that was the 1625 for Justin Johnson,
Yes, sir.
and then the 6236 for Mr. Cornelius Smith.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And you were asked to do that in 2024.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Nobody's ever asked you from the DA's office or anyplace else to sort of map out anybody else's phone as to where they might have been at any given time?
No, sir.
Okay. With regards to the towers, we were talking about, these are AT&T records that you downloaded or whatever the term will be, right?
I would need to look at them. I know one of them was a T-Mobile.
Okay. It frankly doesn't matter. It's all there for the evidence.
Bro, so my check engine light came on last week.
Don't nobody care about none of that. Hit that like button, subscribe, fam. It's like that.
$1,900 repair bill. Luckily,
I lost my train of thought. You think I'd be smart?
I know one of them was a T-Mobile.
Okay. It frankly doesn't matter. It's all there for the evidence. I lost my train of thought. You think I'd be smarter than that, but with regards to these phones, you did a slide that you were kind enough to share with me. Could you put that up, please? It is, no, it's slide 14. Let's do this. I'm going to show you, did you do a sort of a PowerPoint slideshow to prepare in this case?
No, sir.
Okay, so this cyber crimes thing, that's not you?
That was for the trial last year, sir.
Okay. Related trial in this case?
Yes, sir.
For Justin Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Marie says that Gotti got life insurance on Glorilla too, since she's popular, her music is selling good. Let me say that again. Marie says Gotti got life insurance on Glorilla since she's popular and her music is selling good. You know, the new thing about this insurance policy thing is crazy work, which I knew it made sense too, because the fact that they just putting a bag on your head about insurance now is like when I started hearing rappers making songs after they was already gone, unalive. So I'm like, how is this man making a song and this man ain't here? Y'all trip off that too? I was like, how is Tupac making this great song, but he ain't here? Then I'm like, how Michael Jackson making this hot new song, but he ain't here? And then I had to start thinking about it. Somebody making money off people while they ain't here. So it just puts you in a whole different perspective of things and what's going on for real. Because if they making money off insurance claims, off putting money on heads now, that means what's the point of hearing the artist? How long will you hear the artist before all of a sudden they become an insurance claim? How long will you hear the artist before they become an insurance claim? Because that makes no sense to me that you're going to sign the artist, put an album out, and then get rid of them, and then continue to put the music out. I mean, like, how far do that really go if you really don't know the artist that long, that much, that fast? It don't really make sense to me. But I get it if you saying that this person is like a legend, somebody that's been around, somebody that's got multiple albums, buku music, crazy work like that. But when you talking about this new kid on the block that just made a couple good hot record house songs, and everything's everything, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from him no more? That's bullying the system. That's letting gatekeepers decide your life before you even sign the contract, basically. That like, but subscribe, cause we cooking in here. We definitely here to inform, understand, and be aware that yet if people are becoming insurance policies in the music industry, that means music really ain't even valuable no more, fam. Because it's like you only hear up until a certain time, up until your demise. Because now you just an insurance policy. You're not even a legend. You're not nothing you're doing means nothing because you're just an insurance policy. If that's really real, Verna, then you definitely got to become independent, Because if you love music like I do and a lot of people across the world, Tone 357 in a building, I see you, fam. If you love music and you are really an artist and creator, you have to truly be independent and create your own avenue. The machine matters to have because it gets you farther than yourself can right now. But we truly know that the Lord I know can take you further independently without having to become an insurance policy. That like, but subscribe, living life in the building. I see you, fam.
Okay. The information is still the same. You didn't do any more location data for any other phone.
That's correct, sir.
Just those two phones that I mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Justin and Cornelius.
Yes, sir.
Okay. As part of that trial, if I could show you one of the items that you created.
That's real, Burner. Own your catalog, fam, because they're trying to take your catalog.
The CDRs go. Whether a smart criminal ditches their phone, doesn't do whatever, you can get the CDRs directly from the phone company. You don't need the actual phone.
That's correct, sir.
All right. And the dumps, that's the actual phone that you described to the jury where you could download text messages and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then people could delete those, this and that. And you would see a text was sent on the CDR, but you wouldn't know what was said.
Correct, no content. Yes, sir.
Okay. With regards to the codes next to the phones, there's like 2A, there's 11, stuff like that. What does 2A mean if it's written next to the phone call?
I would actually like to see the definitions page if I could.
Sure.
But usually
Could I show him the definition?
Yes. Yes, sir. The code 02A, also a call came in, was not answered, and was sent to voicemail.
Okay. And what about the 11 that's further down?
Jermaine struggled for years with dental issues.
Hit that like
before
button,
finally
subscribe,
finding
family.
media.
See what's going
Listen
on
to
here.
what
We
he
cooking
wanted
in
most
here.
after his smile makeover.
Don't forget, this the forensic dude, special agent, that's using the phone records against him.
Actually, I know that a code 11 is that when someone places a call, they did not restrict their phone number from being viewed from the person that's calling it.
Okay. And with regards to those phone calls, some providers, like once you hit the enter button, the seconds of the call start immediately right away, as soon as I hit a call. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then in some cases, until the phone gets picked up, it doesn't tell you how long the phone call is. If I'm calling you and I
Jalea D, Sugar Rush in the bed, I see.
Call, the clock starts running, right?
Yes, sir.
So generally, if the phone's gonna ring 3, 4, 5 times, you'll have 15, 20 seconds sort of already on the call, even though nobody picked it up.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And then if it goes to voicemail, you could have another 10 or 15 seconds on the call, or however long your voicemail is.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then with code 11, we don't know for sure if it's picked up or not, but it could have gone to voicemail, it could go anywhere. It's just somebody would have to testify to it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fair, repeat that back.
Absolutely.
With regards to Pressure World or AutoZone, you were never asked to review any of the 1625 or the 6236 phone records for those areas, right?
That's right, I was not.
Okay. And so we had testimony you talked about, well, you haven't talked about it, but if I live, let's say for example, this hypothetical Bradley Street, and then somebody else lives like 2, maybe 3 minutes away, maybe the street over or something like that, would the same tower arguably be able to be pinging off both their phones?
Yes, it's, yes, absolutely.
All right. So if I live near somebody, the phones are going to ping. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm at their house or there. I'm just in the area.
It's in the area the tower provides service for. Yes, sir.
And if the tower closest to me was full, like you said, it could kick out half a mile up the road to the next tower.
to the next available tower. Yes, sir.
Okay. One second. And with regards to tower coverage, let's just say in the Memphis area, I mean, how many miles is a tower arguably?
Tell them, fam, stop playing with us. Goof.
It's not even miles, sir.
Okay.
So to actually get the coverage of a tower, you would have to do a drive test.
Okay.
We did not do a drive test on this.
Okay.
From past experience having done towers, you can roughly estimate the coverage of a tower by finding the closest tower to it and multiplying that distance by 0.6.
Okay.
And that's not exact, that is an estimate.
Sure.
Because
real quick, fam, don't never forget the raffles. $2 cash app raffles, always. August 29th, Friday, we giving it away. 1 female, 1 male from the family. Getting a No Filters autographed shirt from your boy Deala T. And No Filters, you already know. $2 raffles, get it in. You already know we doing it every month. We giving it away. You already see the shirts, check the post. You already see, let me know your size, your color. You already know you're in here with your boy, Deala T. And let's go, fam.
cell signals are actually going to overlap so that it can provide the best coverage. So
I see you, Lord.
50-50. So the coverage would be from the one cell tower to the next, and then that distance multiplied by 0.6.
I don't want to do too much math, that's why they came over.
Yes, sir.
But again, that's if that tower has space on it, otherwise it could be kicked out front.
Real tone.
Okay. Do you recall how many towers were in the Orange Mound area?
I do not recall.
Okay.
When I mapped out the T-Mobile records, I did a 10-mile radius, and just to show how many T-Mobile towers were in a 10-mile radius from an address, and I think it's 553 T-Mobile towers that were in that 10-mile radius.
All right, and then you would have more towers for AT&T or Sprint and other stuff like that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That boy said 500 towers.
Location stuff that they were asked you to do 1625 and 6236, just during Cornelius. And nothing about bonds on the pressure room.
No, sir.
Okay. I think that's all I have.
So what you have to understand here, fam, in this situation with the special agent, hit that like button, subscribe. We about to cook. This man is the one that had to do with the phone records coming into play for the case. So he explained it to them that every time he look into a phone situation, he looking for them towers so he know what's going on and how far it go out. That man said it was 500 towers. 500. Now, how you getting away from that? Orange Mound, 3-6 Mafia type of yeah. That's who out there, fam. Yeah. Shout out to Mona Memphis in the building. I already know who you is. But it's just the fact that now you talking about the phone records. So I'm trying to figure out is first of all, them trying to pin this on Jook, Yo Gotti brother, that ain't gonna lighten the load because y'all still allegedly and on camera at this point, ain't no more alleged, because y'all done sat in court and said what you did. And you also blame this guy, Govan, for doing it, saying he's the orchestrator, mastermind behind it. But yet you all still did it in your actions. So whether you sitting in that courtroom talking about who did this and who did that, you don't get no pass or you don't get no sympathy. Because yet you still pulled up and handled it. And one guy said, let me reiterate what he said. That boy said he did it. And when I say did it, shot at Young Dolph and unalived him. He did it because he wanted his daughter to smile. What? Unalive this man because you wanted your daughter to smile. So, The dog in the building, I see you. Yeah, Nene loves Savvy TV. Say that's scary. Yeah, that's different. That's out of this. That's out of this. That's another level mentally, because now you're looking at people saying that you would rather go take a life to get paid instead of go get a job that you can get a check and quit and still be free to be in the land of the living with your child and be free from behind bars. You can get a job, get that check and quit and still be free and get that money. But you rather unalive someone, get that money, and now you are locked up for the rest of your life because you want to see your daughter smile, stupid. You're not even going to never see her smile because you locked up. She won't hear from you again. And her mama on the stand and singing like a bird. Now she going to be gone too, so the child that has no parents. Oh, let's get right in her. Hit that like button, subscribe. It's a real cook. She's singing on the stand about this boy. You burying him. Now you're burying yourself because you become accessory. Now the child is abandoned. So who you helping? Stupid. Oh, you like, come on. I mean, I ain't even got to know. I could have just been in there and took this shoe off and just, I'd have lined it up. I'd have lined up her forehead with this shoe. 1, 2. Oh, baby. Oh, forgive me, Lord Jesus. You understand me? The madness is real. You better shut up in here, because you're going to get yourself and somebody else locked up too. You better start telling people don't tell you nothing, because the moment you know it, you become accessory. You become a person of interest. You become a part of the problem. And you ain't even did nothing. You just know who did it. Be all at your job and you know who did it, and you at your job knowing who did it, and you still. You better shut up. That like button and subscribe. We cooking in here. At your job, acting like you know everything. I bet you're dumb when they call you to the office. They about to fire your stupid. Because you know everything, don't you? About everybody. I bet you ain't know Dan stole from everybody last week. But let them tell you that. Now, we know you know Dan did it. So when they call you in the office, you going to tell on Dan? Or you going to hold on to it? Because we know you know. Or we talking about Oprah? Verna, get some order in here. We going to cook them too. Let's go, fam.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's lunchtime.
The soap is impeccable. The deodorant is impressive. The body wash ferocious.
Talking about doing hits, spinning on Dolph. I'm talking about they got all kind of messages, bro. I'm talking about that's not even related to these guys that are indicted right now that are in here. They got messages from other dudes talking about spinning on Dolph. So the police had all of this stuff, man. I told y'all this, man. Them phones, man, whatever you say on them phones, it don't matter. I had dudes on here arguing me talking about, hey, man, they can't get nothing off an iPhone. Man, they can get anything off any phone, nigga. Off any phone. They can get anything you do on them phones. They can get off any phone. People think, oh, if you FaceTime, it's encrypted. No. They got the FaceTime call from the killer, Justin Johnson, and Jook after the murder. They got the FaceTime call from him to him. People thought, oh, because you got the iPhone, you got FaceTime, it's untraceable. And didn't I tell y'all it don't matter if you turn them damn phones off? You can turn your iPhone off right now. Your iPhone is still traceable wherever you are, wherever it's at. If your battery goes dead on your iPhone, it will say at the bottom of the screen, this phone is still traceable, man. Then you had this dude, he left his phone in the glove compartment on a murder car. How you leave your phone in the glove compartment on a murder vehicle? Crazy work, man. Then this man's lawyer, Govan's lawyer, tried to say, oh, well, the phone towers ain't accurate. Man, that cop shot that down, man. He was like, man, listen, man, let me tell you something, man. It's less than a mile radius, man. He shot that down. Then the judge in there going back and forth with Govan's lawyer, because Govan's lawyer is trying to bring in all these other people. Trying to say, look, all these other people was trying to kill Young Dolph. So how can you say my client is the murder, is responsible for the murder? He's the mastermind. He's a nobody. I told y'all this morning, if he's a nobody, how the hell he afford you? And everybody calling Cornelius an idiot. Let me tell y'all something, man. The worst thing he did was go and put himself in a murder situation, man. He should have never did. That man did that. He said he did that because he wanted to make it rain for his daughter's birthday. That's crazy, man. You went and took a man's life because you wanted to make it rain for your daughter's birthday, bro. Come on, bro.
Look at him. Look at him.
Then he said he was on pills. He was on all kind of stuff.
Look at his face. Now, take your time. Look at it. Put your real eyes on, not your regulars. Put your other eyes on and look at him. Pathetic. Want to make it rain for your daughter. What? Boy, nowadays you can put a McDonald's Happy Meal on a boy's head. You hear me? You talking about making it rain for getting rid of somebody. You better shut up in here. You can put a McDonald's Happy Meal on your head. Nowadays. What? Get your eyes up and put them on here now and look at them. Sick. This is disgusting right here. Make it rain for your daughter's birthday and you taking a... And that man Dolph out there in Memphis probably done gave him some free this and some free that. Yeah, I'm sure he done gave it to him and his daughter. Donating to them, and then they turn around and do that to him. He look like he ain't got no life. He look like he don't care about living. He look like he don't care about growing. How you out here making kids and you don't care about your own life? They gonna take care of them, but you ain't take care of yourself. What you talking about? You better shut up. Sick, eh? You're sick.
So he was messed up in the head. He wasn't right.
Boy, doing all the drugs.
And he admitted that he tried to take out another artist for Young Dolph, PRE artist, that he alleges that was orchestrated to help. He claims that Govan gave him the gun.
Skeptic in the building, y'all know what it is.
He gave him that for shits and giggles. He gave him that one. That one ain't even.
What are you been, fam?
They pulled that information up today on the paper route Wu guy. That ain't even on trial. And he gave him that just because. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I personally think that this man right here who's doing all this snitching, who's doing all this telling, I think that he was so hot after he didn't get that money, man. When he didn't get that bread, and he seen that he probably wasn't gonna get that bread, because remember, he said one thing in court that stuck out to me yesterday. He said that when he went the second time, because he said he kept hitting him up, and he said he didn't have no number for Jook. He said so he had to hit Jook up through one of them little app messengers or social media inbox, right? Because he wanted to get his money. He said that they told him, all right, man, come pull up, man, we're gonna give you some money, right? This one I knew, I felt like he felt like that they was gonna get his ass. When he went to go get that bread, after he had been asking about it for a minute,
If you are sleeping in a position like this, you are wrecking your body and your breathing. Obstructive sleep apnea
He said that he sent his wife when they pulled up to go get that money. Now, I'm not a betting man, but I'm a betting man. And I'm willing to bet that Cornelius thought, you know what? Man, they ain't finna pay me that money, man. Let me send her. That way they'll throw them off. They don't know what I'm gonna do. Because if I go up there, man, I might be out of here if it's me that walk over there to go get that cheese. I think that he figured that out. He said, man, and when he sent her over there, they gave her $300. They was never gonna pay that man, bro, in my opinion, bro. You gave him $500 at first, and then he went back and gave him $300. He was supposed to get $50,000 and paid Govan $10,000. So he was supposed to get $40,000. I think that's why Cornelius did that. And I believe that Cornelius, knowing, and I think Cornelius believed that Govan took that money. I believe Cornelius believed that Govan got that money and didn't pay him his cut. And that's the reason why I believe that Cornelius is in court singing like a bird and giving everything up and giving all this extra information. Because see, listen, he didn't have to give all that extra shit. I think he doing that just to screw over Govan even more. Just by any way, shape, or form, if Govan get off, then now the streets know, everybody else know that according to him, that Govan was with them and sent them on that other mission to go get that other PRE artist. I think he put that out there in the atmosphere to make Govan and shit all over Govan. That's why I think he did that. Because that case ain't even got nothing to do with this Young Dolph murder case that Govan is on trial for right now. But he threw that out there. And he put that in the atmosphere. Everybody was talking about that. Like, damn, they tried to get somebody else? They almost got somebody else. And he said in court yesterday, he said the gun jammed. He said the gun jammed, man. That's what he said happened. Then they showed in court today where they had claimed that they showed the paperwork, or they showed the thing where the guy called the cops and told the cops somebody was shooting at him. He wasn't going to give him his name, but he said somebody's shooting at him, pull up and help. Man, this thing is crazy now. Do I think it's going to be a RICO? No, I don't. The reason why I think it's not going to be a RICO is because you have to be able to get all the way to a top in a RICO. It's not going to be a RICO in my opinion, bro. Everybody keeps trying to bring people. I don't think it's going to be a RICO, man. Because think about this. Here's the thing they said in court today. You got to listen to what I say, what they said in court. This is not me telling you something. I'm telling you what they said in court. When the lawyer, the guy on the right-hand side in the back-hand corner, when the lawyer for Hernandez Govan was in court today, and he asked, Govan's lawyer asked the man. Remember, everybody was running around on YouTube, on social media saying that Big Jook had gotten picked up and questioned by the cops. That was the biggest lie on social media. That was the biggest lie. Because today, the Memphis Police Department admitted in court, Big Jook was never picked up and questioned. In fact, when Govan's lawyer asked the police detective today, he asked the black detective, he said, hey man, you guys never picked up, and he mentioned two names, Big Jook and the other big dog. He said, y'all never picked these guys, you never picked them up for questioning. Why? What did that detective say to him when he asked him why he didn't pick up Jook? He said, we hadn't got that far in the investigation. He said, what do you mean? Jook just passed away the other year. What are you talking about? That threw everybody off. They hadn't even gotten to Jook, but they got Jook on phone calls. They got Jook on text messages, but that don't mean they had enough to get Jook in on that actual plot of the murder beef. You would have had somebody to have to connect the dots and snitch, like a Cornelius Smith. See, on the evidence alone, I believe they could get Govan, they could get this guy, straight drop, just based off the video and the phone text message evidence they had on straight drop, and then the phone evidence and the text messages, all the other stuff that they put in. He gave them All he did was just connect all the dots. He just drew a line to connect all the dots. He put everything in between, man. But these dudes was on the phones, bro. Bro, let me tell y'all something. They gave this case to the cops easy work because they was on them phones and the cops got all those messages, bro. The cops, and somebody came on here and they was arguing with me. When I said, bro, I told y'all this. I said, bro, y'all be thinking them iPhones is safe? Man, ain't no phone safe. And people was coming on here saying, oh man, nigga, them iPhones encrypted. They can't get, man, listen. The goddamn state police had the actual FaceTime from Justin Johnson and Big Jook's phone. They had that in evidence. Think about that. So when you think that you can talk on them iPhones and that it's safe, it's encrypted, ain't none of that shit safe. Ain't none of it safe. You can't take it with you and turn it off, it's gonna track you. In this situation, all them dudes that was on them text messages, man, them dudes broke all the rules of the game, and this is the reason why they all jammed up. Anybody you don't see jammed up right now, they don't have them dead to rights. They don't got them on no phones.
No eye exam needed. These glasses automatically adjust to your vision needs, ranging from -7 to
They don't have them on no video. They don't have them on no audio. Because see, let me tell you something. A person can go in and say one thing, but they have to be able to corroborate what you say. You can't just say, hey man, I seen this person do this, and it ain't no corroborating evidence. No, it has to be corroborating evidence. That's what people gotta understand, y'all. It has to be corroborating evidence that go with these things to make that case.
Cause what?
That's why when I said this morning, the way that Govan's lawyer was cooking, I'm like, damn, Govan's lawyer don't Swiss cheese all these niggas. But then the state came in and them mofos did a goddamn flea flicker. They did a triple 35 pump fake flea flicker, fake handoff. Goddamn gonna throw that shit to the kicker, and he threw that shit to the end zone on a Hail Mary pass. Because once they came this afternoon with them phone records, once they came this afternoon, bro, the lawyer for Govan was harping on, oh, well, you said you went in, they said you went and got the car for the car cover for the car. Wouldn't it have a receipt? These mofos got the goddamn receipt from AutoZone, nigga. With a car, they had the goddamn, they put that on the screen today, y'all. R.I.P. to Young Dolph, man. And all the other brothers that lost their life and these senseless wars that just put all of our brothers in jail or in their grave, man. Y'all smash the like button, man. But I believe this thing is over with, man, for Govan, man. This morning, I thought Govan, I said, yo, Govan may walk. Bro, tonight, after I seen, and if y'all haven't seen that, you guys need to go back and watch the second half of today, yo. Bro, they pulled up so many text messages, man. Unbelievable stuff. And to the dude nameless who says that Yo Gotti tied up loose ends, I don't believe Yo Gotti touched his brother. I don't believe any of that. I have a different belief, but I will not say it on YouTube. I don't think Yo Gotti had anything to do with Big Jook. I don't think that. I think something completely different. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I'm going to tell y'all something, bro. Today, this afternoon, bro, this case open up a whole lot of other shit, bro. This particular case with Govan, they brought in so many other names that I never thought that was going to be brought up in court. So many other people that they had on text messages, phone calls. So when that police officer said, when that cop told Govan's lawyer today, this morning, when he told Govan's lawyer, when he said, hey, Govan's lawyer asked him, he said, you making my guy the fall guy. You making Govan the fall guy. He's a nobody. why didn't y'all pull up Jook? And then he said, that girl, which was the girlfriend, who she ought to be ashamed of herself. And these bring some real questions about the Memphis PD. Why do I say that? I say that because they charged the brother of Justin Johnson, one of the shooters, for aiding and abetting basically in this case, because he kind of helped his brother out a little bit. They charged him. They did not charge the girlfriend of the other shooter, the main guy, the one who had that chopper in his hand. Yeah, Cornelius Smith. They didn't charge his girlfriend with aiding and abetting. She got on the stand and admitted that she aided and abetted before and after that murder. And she admitted she knew about that murder and knew about the hit. They didn't charge her. But something else made me think. When Govan's lawyer, the guy in the back right-hand part of your screen, when he pulled up that video screen and he showed that girl's interview with the feds, with the state police, when he showed her interview with the police and her first interview with the police, when the police threatened to lock her up, she gave up Big Jook's name.
No offense, but if you're thinking about getting a HELOC from your local bank, you're about to make a really expensive mistake.
And Govan's lawyer asked, well, why haven't y'all questioned Jook? And the police detective said, no, we didn't question Big Jook because we hadn't gotten that far in the investigation, basically before he died. Now remember, Jook died years after Young Dolph died. He died over a year or so after Young Dolph died. So that long into the investigation, is his lawyer was saying you still didn't have none? That makes me think about two things. Either they were trying to go deep and really get some deep investigation before they went after Jook, or they didn't feel like they had enough to really plug him in directly to that situation, as far as money trail, as far as just period, you know what I'm saying? And so it's one or the other. Either they was working on something big, or they just didn't feel like they had enough to really go bring him in and charge him with something. That's on my mind. I don't know what to think about that, but this whole situation is crazy. Today, a lot of stuff got exposed today in court, man. And it's going to have a lot of bad ramifications because a lot of people's names got put out there today in court in them text messages, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy how some of those people, and I'm going to say it again, it's crazy how some of those people were talking so openly on them cell phones, man. I'm talking about, they showed text messages today because Govan's lawyer, the man on the right-hand part of your screen, and you got to think about this. Govan's lawyer opening statement says, Govan's a nobody. How in the hell can you blame him and put him at the head of a conspiracy for all of this money? He's a nobody. The first question that the prosecution should have asked was, if he's a nobody, how the hell he affords you? You an out-of-state lawyer.
Right.
How the hell did he afford you if he's a nobody? If he's a nobody street cat, that's just a nobody, how in the hell did he afford you an out-of-state lawyer? That made me think too. That made me think that Govan don't trust nobody down there in Memphis. And so not even the lawyer, so he went and got an out-of-state guy. Made me think, man. But all those messages they released today, where all of these people's lives, the police got all that shit. And they revealed that today. You had dudes on there talking about going and spending on Dolph and pulling up on Dolph. Bro, that's crazy, bro. They talking on the text messages, man.
Crazy work.
And you would think that cats would talk on the phone, but We live in a different era, man. And so those phones, that video footage, the sloppiness of everybody that was pretty much involved in everything that was going on is the reason why, to me, this case was pretty much an easy case. The cases are easy when you have all this evidence to show the jury. Yesterday, I was thinking that Govan was going to walk this morning because they hadn't showed no evidence. As far as they showed Cornelius's, you know what I'm saying, his testimony. But then when his girlfriend went up there, man, Cornelius's girlfriend testimony destroyed the prosecution. Her testimony was horrible. But then, because it got saved by that evidence they showed today, man. When they showed that goddamn on receipt, they showed a balled up ass receipt from AutoZone where she said they went. And that lawyer tried to destroy that. I don't even think the lawyer knew about that receipt. Because he would have never kept talking about that receipt. But they pulled that goddamn receipt up on that screen today. My jaw dropped when I seen that receipt from AutoZone. I said, what? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I think it's over with, bro. I think it's gonna get bad, y'all. You know, this morning I thought something different, man, but this afternoon, after seeing all that evidence they put out there, man, I think it's over, bro. They got too much evidence, man. They got phone records. They got phones, dudes calling each other after the murder, calling each other.
Where you at, fam? I need to know where you at, fam. Where you checking in at right now? I know you with me with your boy Deala T and no filters with my fam. Let me know where you at right now. FAM in the building. Already know my fam just checking in, pulling up. We got some folk that pull up when they pull up, but you already know with your boy Deala T, 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Here on No Filters with my fam all the way. We got New Orleans in the building. Pappy's Pan, don't play with them up in here. You already know. We got Peoria in the building. React with Daniel. I see you, family. Vernon Yancey, Flowery Branch, Georgia in the building. I see you, fam. Always been that. Stephanie M. St. Louis in the building. I see you. You already know what it is, fam. Let's keep it going, keep it rocking, keep it rolling.
Oh my God. Dog, man. And then if
H-Town in the building, the Cold Spikes, I see you.
I was trying to really think about this.
Damon Smith, NYC in the building.
In the murder weapon, in the murder car. He left his phone in the glove compartment of the murder weapon. Of the murder car. Then they parked the car in the side of the house, behind the house, where you can see it from the street if you're looking, across the street from where Govan lived. And you don't even put no cover on it.
New York City in the building, Skip.
Over 600,000.
Decatur in the building, James. I see you, family. Cold Booze in
And if you're a
town.
registered nurse
In
who's
the
quietly
building.
wondering,
This guy had the same clothes on the day before they got you going into your hotel complex. Cameras everywhere. They got this man driving the murder vehicle, going to his apartment complex the day before, same clothes on, same hat on, same sweatpants, sagging. Then they got you right before the murder driving to, I said, leaving your apartment, I said, man, bro. They literally had all of this on videotape and on phone evidence, bro. And then you gonna call a dude, FaceTime a dude, after the murder?
What?
And people was lying, bro. People was trying to come on YouTube. I remember they said it. See how the pants sagging out his ass right there? He the second guy in the back, right there.
Look at
right beside the car. Them sagging ass pants, they had his same pants sagging.
Good look at him.
After the murder was committed, when that nigga walked outside of that, when they went to go get
look at what he doing. Look at him.
They went to go get that wound kit. This nigga had the same sweatpants on with the same ass cheeks hanging out. Sagging. I said, man, bro, man. And nigga, how you gonna do a drill?
Boy, they stupid.
With your ass out like that, bro. It's stupid. What if you had to get into a real... What if you had to really run, man?
Good look at him, fam. The boy's stupid.
Bro, nigga, they tripped up over his sweatpants.
Cause boy, what you get? What type of work you putting in with your sweatpants all up off of you like that? Boy, your sweatpants get you locked up. What?
Crazy work, man.
Crazy
Thou shalt not
work.
kill, brothers. To all the brothers and sisters like that, thou shalt not kill, man.
They deserve to get caught. Boy, how you coming?
Like, share, subscribe, man. R.I.P. to Dolph.
R.I.P. to Dolph, man. It's family, man. Get right up in here, man. Let's act like we understand. Because you already know, man, at the end of the day, when we break it down and look at what we got going in front of our face, we're looking at a situation that's unfolding right in front of our face. You understand? In Memphis, and knowing that these people have unalived this man, and now the messy of this situation is coming out. Supposed to have been paying this man $50,000, gave that man $300 or $500. Man did work, gave that man girlfriend $300. Girlfriend on the stand told you she knew about the stuff before it even happened or after. And yet still, she not getting locked up for nothing. She better thank God that she gonna be able to be out to be with her family, be with her kids. Because at the end of the day, I need to know what you think, fam. I need to know if it is all one setup on one man, or is it everybody's orchestrated to make sure the money was coming home after putting the money on that man's head. R.I.P. to Dolph, man. I need to know what you think every Monday through Friday, fam. 9 p.m. with your boy Deala T. And this is No Filters. Good night, family. Be safe.